Hey, what's up guys? Today's video is gonna be about how to replace the exhaust gasket on this Mercedes with a 4-cylinder engine. The symptoms of an exhaust leak could be extra noise, smoke, or you might even get oxygen sensors codes, especially when the leak is somewhere between the last oxygen sensor and the engine. So the first step is to make more space to get access to the exhaust manifold, and for that you will have to remove also a part of the supercharger system. Now if you have a 271 engine, you will not have the supercharger on the passenger side, so you can skip this process. So with that being said, I will begin by removing this coolant hose and secure it with a spring clamp. Then with the E10 I will open these two bolts, undo this hose clamp at the bottom, and the intake of the supercharger with the oil separator will come out. Now disconnect the back hose, the electric connector, and you'll get access to the second part of the supercharger assembly, which is held on by 6 bolts. Finally, you can remove the supercharger itself by undoing the last 4 bolts. Now you can get full access to the exhaust manifold. On the top there are 8 bolts, while at the bottom you will find 6. So after I spray some penetrating fluid on all the nuts, I will begin to loosen them up from the downside first. I'm gonna use a 12mm wrench since that's the only tool I have that fits on, but notice that you can use any universal joint with small sockets if you have, since those will do the job a lot faster. Also take in consideration that these bolts can be extremely rusty and therefore very easy to round them up, especially when using 12-point sockets in tight places like this. So a good precaution is to be patient, use mirrors to guide your socket, and don't force the bolt unless you get a strong grip on the bolt or nut with the wrench or socket you are using. In my situation, one of the nuts was stuck, so therefore it came out together with the bolt, which goes straight into the engine block. So if this happens to you, catch it in some vice grips and remove the nut. Now you can finally take out the exhaust manifold and remove the old gasket, which comes out together with some old paint and rust. So make sure that you block the exhaust pipe to prevent any debris going into the catalytic converter. Then with some fine sandpaper, remove any debris from the contact surface between the gasket and the exhaust manifold. You can use as well brake clean or white spirit. Since the exhaust manifold is off, you can inspect the exhaust valves for carbon buildup, and in my situation they look fine. Compare the old gasket with the new one to see if all the holes match. So basically you have to do this before you buy the gasket to avoid ordering the wrong part. Now, once everything is clean and ready, I can just place the new gasket on, followed by the exhaust manifold. And I will put some copper paste on the nuts. Tighten the nuts by hand in crisscross pattern and torque them to 20 foot-pounds since I used anti-seize on the nuts. The final part of this whole process is to install back all the components of the supercharger, and to watch that in details I will put a link of the video in the description below. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That's how you replace the exhaust manifold gasket on this car. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and until next time, take care and I will see you in the next video.